You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, we have some breaking news out of the NFL. The Houston Texans have named longtime NFL coach Lovie Smith the Nets head coach of the Houston Texans. Now, Lovie Smith was already on the David Culley's staff, and as you guys know, David Culley was fired after one season on the job with the Texans. I believe he got a raw deal. He went 4-12 in his first season as the head coach. And yes, David Culley is black, and he was fired. And we know there was a bunch of drama out there in the world sports media that Mike Tomlin was the only black NFL head coach. But we'll move on from that, but we'll jump back to that in just a second here, because now Lovie Smith is the Texans head coach, and guess what? He's black. Now, Lovie Smith, I believe Lovie Smith is a good coach. It's been a few years since he's actually been a head coach in the NFL, but the Texans, they didn't go out and get somebody from outside the organization. They actually stayed within the organization, somebody that was on David Culley's staff. And now Lovie Smith is the Nets Texans head coach. You can see here, Adam Schefter tweets out, Texans are expected to hire former Buccaneers and Bears head coach Lovie Smith as their own head coach. Sources tell me and at Field Yates. Smith was the Texans associate head coach last season. All he needs now to do is drop the associate from his title. Now, I believe Lovie Smith is a pretty good coach. Remember, in 2006, he took the Bears to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman as his quarterback. Think about that. The man can coach. He really can. That was a great defense that the Bears had, even though they came up short in that Super Bowl. But however, ESPN, we need to talk about them, because yesterday, Mike McDaniel was named the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, and he didn't get the treatment like Lovie Smith got. This is breaking news here over on ESPN. Texans expected to hire Smith as coach. Front page news. Yesterday, when Mike McDaniel, another minority, was offered the head coaching position and accepted it to the Dolphins, he didn't get this treatment. He didn't get front page news. He was off here on the sidebar here. But ESPN, man, they are making an effort here to let you know that Lovie Smith is black. They are. In case you guys didn't know, Lovie Smith has been around a long time in the NFL, so we already knew he was black, okay? And with the hiring of Mike McDaniel and the hiring of Lovie Smith, this whole racism thing, with the Brian Flores lawsuit is completely ridiculous. And I do believe, folks, that if Brian Flores didn't go out and try to sue these three teams and the NFL for racism, I believe that he probably could have been, right now, today, the head coach of the Houston Texans. But ESPN, they want a virtue signal. They're running with this because they're making it seem like, this is groundbreaking or something like that. But they really want to let you know, guys, that Lovie Smith is black. I do not like the identity politics out here in sports. But the title here, Houston Texans expected to hire Lovie Smith as head coach, sources say. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This is what they put out in this article here, and I cannot stand it. They did the same thing with Mike McDaniel, but they put Mike McDaniel identifies as black, which is completely ridiculous. Or multiracial, I should say, not black, which is completely ridiculous because Mike McDaniel is actually biracial. He is multiracial, okay? But they made an effort to put this in here. Smith, who is black, joins Miami Dolphins Mike McDaniel, New York Jets Robert Saleh, Pittsburgh Steelers Mike Tomlin, and Washington Commanders Ron Rivera as the league's only minority head coaches. As of right now, we have to see what happens with any other openings, okay? But this is what ESPN does, man. Why do they need to feel like they have to put the race of Lovie Smith? Isn't Lovie Smith more than just his race? To me, he's an NFL head coach. Whether he's black, white, yellow, whatever, I don't care about that. Okay? I don't. But they did mention his record, though. Smith has an 89-87 record as an NFL head coach and was the 2005 AP Coach of the Year. That is the year he went to the Super Bowl with the Bears, with the Chicago Bears, the Brian Urlacher team. Very good defense. Offense, not so much because Rex Grossman was their quarterback. But what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of ESPN having to let you know that Lovie Smith is black? I wouldn't put the race of anybody on any of these coaching hires. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. But this is what ESPN does. They play the race card. They're giving Lovie Smith breaking news headline. They should have did the same thing for Mike McDaniel. But they clearly have an agenda here, folks. They have an agenda to play identity politics with this whole thing. This is why Mike McDaniel, apparently to ESPN, he's just not black enough. He's not to them. Or else he would have got the same treatment here. But they want to play identity politics and let you know that Lovie Smith is black. That may be the only reason that Lovie Smith is getting the breaking news treatment, even though, we've seen in the past that other coaches, when they get fired, when they get hired, usually you do get some of the same headlines here. But now that the Brian Flores thing is front and center, they're making an effort to put Lovie Smith as breaking news and let you know that he is black. The race card needs to stop. Woke Center, ESPN, stop all of this. I don't care that Lovie Smith is black. As long as he can get the job done, I believe he's a good pickup by the Houston Texans. And to me, I don't believe it has anything to do with race whatsoever. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.